Hello and welcome to the Assembly this week. I'm talking to you about Lent this week. Lent is something where Christians will give stuff up to make room to worship God and spend time with God. Now, Lent is the time from a special day called Ash Wednesday all the way to Easter Sunday. It's about 40 days-ish, give or take a few days. Now, when is Ash Wednesday? Ash Wednesday is the day after a day called Shrove Tuesday. You might know it as Pancake Day. And so the day before Lent starts, we eat all our lovely pancakes, and then Lent starts the next day. As I said, Lent is a time where Christians will give things up to make sure that they can worship and spend more time with God. So some Christians might give up food or drink, for example, chocolate. A lot of Christians will give up chocolate for the time during Lent. And this is because we are taught, Christians are taught in the Bible to look after their bodies as a worship for God. So that's something people do. The other thing is people give up stuff that take up their time. For example, I know some people who give up watching TV or playing video games. Or nowadays it might be watching Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube. And this then creates time for them to read their Bibles and pray. Or some people might do things like giving those up to then spend time with family or friends and do more stuff with other people. And now these two things we are, as Christians, are told to also do. We are told, Christians are told to love God and love others. So giving up things that take up our time to be able to worship God and pray with God and read our Bibles shows that we want to love God. Giving up our time to be able to spend time with other people shows that we are loving others. So those are two things. Now, why, though, is it at this time of year? So Lent is a time where Christians will remember the time that Jesus spent in the desert. While he was in the desert, he wasn't eating or drinking anything. He spent 40 days in the desert. And also during this time, the devil came to him and tempted him in 3 different ways. And Jesus each time said, "No, I don't want to do that. I want to follow God." And so the reason we have this time of giving things up is so that we can try and experience a little bit of what Jesus had to go through in the desert. And he did this stuff in the desert before he started doing all the stuff he did. So before he died on the cross and rose again. And all the other things the Bible has to say about Jesus. This was the first thing he did. So that is Lent. I hope that you learnt something new about it. And if you have any questions, please do email me or get your teacher to email me. Thank you. Bye-bye.